Let's face it, Pope Francis gave us something of a fright recently when he was unexpectedly admitted to hospital. We weren't even quite sure why he was there until the Vatican announced he was suffering from a case of acute bronchitis. Many of us forget he's 86 years old. With all the health issues it's normal to associate with someone his age. So there was no guarantee he would make it out in time to preside over the solemn celebrations of Holy Week. But 3 days later, there he was, on his way back to the Vatican in his little white car, reminding us he was, in his own words, still alive. And that's not all. He made sure to stop and greet people waiting outside the hospital, and especially to bless and console a couple who'd just lost their child.
Essere capaci di avere compassione, questa è la chiave, questa è la nostra chiave. Se tu davanti a una persona bisognosa non senti compassione, se il tuo cuore non si commuove, vuol dire che qualcosa che non va. Stai attento, stiamo attenti. Non ci lasciamo trascinare dalla insensibilità egoistica.
If you did Latin at school, like I did, you may remember that the word compassion comes from cum passio, meaning to suffer with. It's not some wishy-washy sentiment. It's actually feeling what the other person is going through. The exact opposite of what the Pope calls selfish insensitivity. Compassion can also be expressed quite simply by listening, just like Pope Francis did a few weeks ago when he visited a Rome parish and decided he would listen to parishioners inside the confessional, just like an ordinary parish priest.
Perdonate tutto, lasciate che la gente dica le sue cose e voi ricevete quello come Gesù, con la carezza del vostro sguardo, con il silenzio della vostra comprensione. Per favore, il sacramento della confessione non è per torturare, ma è per dare pace.
One of the most moving ceremonies of Holy Thursday is the washing of the feet during the Mass of the Last Supper. It's a ritual that recalls Jesus' gesture of washing the feet of his disciples as a sign of service. Despite having to use a wheelchair and walk with the help of a cane, Pope Francis insisted on repeating that gesture by washing the feet of 12 young men and women, all of them inmates at a juvenile prison near Rome.
Ognuno di noi può dire, ma se il Papa sapesse le cose che io ho dentro, Gesù le sa e ci ama così come siamo e ci lava i piedi a tutti noi. Gesù non si spaventa mai delle nostre debolezze.
He made sure everyone understood the symbolism of the gesture by telling the young people how the washing of the feet reminds us we are all called to help one another. This too is a form of compassion. And when we put it into practice, said the Pope, life is more beautiful.